Hey guys! So today we're going to be talking about how to do contouring on your big, bulbous, huge nose. I have a huge nose. In fact, let me just turn to the side really quick. Oh yeah, there it is. There's the scope of her. Now before I get into this tutorial, I just want to put out there that I think that if you have a huge nose, you're gorgeous. And if you have a small nose, you're also gorgeous. Don't feel like you need to contour your nose in order to be beautiful. I'll usually only do this technique if I find that I need to take pictures dead on or in like a very formal situation like that. But this is not my everyday routine by any means. When I was younger, I was constantly teased because of my looks, especially my nose. You should hear some of the things that people called me. But actually, I'm in a place now where I'm really comfortable with my nose. I've kind of accepted the fact that I can't change it, and there's nothing really wrong with it. I don't really have a problem with my nose. Like, what's the big deal? I mean, you know. But anyway, today I am here to tell you how to contour a schnoz. So for the longest time, my personal idea of how I should contour my nose was that I shouldn't highlight anything, because highlighting brings things forward. It brings your attention to them. So why would I mean, look, let's just put some foundation on it and some powder and let that thing seep back into the ether, into the netherworld. Let's forget about it. But that doesn't work. It makes your nose look larger than is. It makes it look so wide, and it just, it doesn't help anybody out. Today, what we're going to be focusing on is bringing the characteristics of our face that we like forward. So many a time have I gone scouring the YouTube machine to find the right contouring video for big noses. And what I found is that usually the girls in those videos are showing you how to contour a nose that is flatter but wider. And they call that a big nose. And for me personally, that is like, oh girl, child, you were blessed by the angels at birth. I would love to have a flat, wider nose, but unfortunately, there it is. So this is gonna be for the longer nose, the nose that comes off the face that needs to be just taken back a notch. Here is my observation about contouring a nose that is my shape generally. See this part, the bridge? That's not the big part of my nose. The big part of my nose is from this point to this point. And what I see a lot of girls doing is that they'll draw their line down here, but then they carry the contour color all the way down. So when they blend, they end up having this really muddy, just pudding mess all the way down their nose. And so what we're gonna do today is to kind of bring the cheeks up and in, and then just create our contour right here. And please remember not to put any contour color in this area, regardless of what you've heard, because it's just gonna bring so much darkness right here. It's gonna make your eyes look closer together than they actually are, and we don't want that. All right, now let's get into it. Let's do this. Okay guys, let's get started. As you can see, my nose is fairly bare. I did go ahead and moisturize it, and today I used the foundation Revlon Color Stay in the color 180. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to put in our cream highlight. And today I'm going to be using the Revlon Color Stay Concealer. I know that a lot of the time when you watch contouring videos, they tell you to go ahead and put your highlight from this point all the way down your nose. But since we have a large nose, we're going to create a sort of illusion around that. So watch me. We're going to start up here. And if you're like me and you're not super confident in your ability to draw a straight line, you can do what I'm doing and just put little dots. So come down 3/4 of the way down the nose, and then you stop. Don't put any cream highlight here. Don't put any highlight here. Don't you do it. I'm watching. Move down here and just put a little bit on the tip of your nose. Just like that. And then we're gonna come over here. Little highlight. Little highlight. Make sure you don't bring this one too far up, because we're also going to create the illusion that our nostrils are smaller and shorter. Okay, now you can grab your beauty blender, or if you're a cheapo like me, you can grab this, which is an e.l.f. version of a blending sponge. I have no idea what the official name for this is, but anyway, go ahead and just blend that out a little bit. Make sure that you don't connect these two areas. So next we're going to move on to highlighting our cheeks. We want to really bring our cheeks forward and our chin forward and our forehead forward to minimize the size of our nose. You're going to do your standard upside down triangle on your cheeks. Now the only difference with this is going to be that we're actually going to bring this end of our triangle up onto our nose so that we can sort of create an illusion that the cheek comes up to here, so our nose won't look as wide. Bring it all the way down in the Cupid's bow area. And go ahead and throw a little bit more up here. Okay, and like I said, we're gonna bring this highlight up onto the nose. So I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see it. Just bring it up about half the inch onto your nose. We blend. My neighbor's creeping. All right, so next we're gonna be moving on to our powder contour. Today I'm using the NYX Cheek Contour Duo Palette in Double Date. Going back into our powder contour. Make sure to pat off your excess under your hand and bring that right to your cheekbone. Go ahead and place that contour. This is a really important part of contouring your face for a big nose because it creates a triangle of light that sort of distracts. I see a lot of beauty gurus go kind of overboard with a cheek contour. And I think they're probably doing that because they're on camera and they want it to really stand out. But for me, it just always seems like a little bit too much. So we're just gonna kind of subtly blend this in. And there will be more blending later too, don't worry. And now we're gonna use that same powder contour on our nose. I'm just gonna be taking a bamboo, teeny tiny little angle brush, little guy. Pretty sure I got him from Target, don't judge me. But pretty much everything I have I got from Target, like let's be real, I'm a cheapo. So I'm gonna bring it right here to where the bridge of the nose actually starts. Go ahead and start kind of cross-hatching that down, but be careful not to bring it too far down. Then I'm going to do the other side the same way. If you bring your contour color down in this area, it'll help to shorten your nose. You're also going to bring this powder contour right under your nostrils. Be careful not to carry it up too far though. Alright, the next step is going to be taking our NYX Double Date and taking the highlight shade from that. And then I'm basically just going to do the same thing that we did with our cream highlight and just reinforce that little pattern that we created on the bridge of our nose. This is not a heavy application. Again, just reinforcing what we've already done. Add a little bit to the tip. Don't forget to do your nostrils. Just a little bit right there. And now I'm just gonna blend my powder, highlight, and contour with this e.l.f. Fluffy brush. A little trick that I love to do is to take that same powder highlight, I honestly just put it on my finger, put it right here. That's gonna elongate your Cupid's bow area and make your nose look shorter. All right, next I'm gonna highlight my cheeks, my chin, and my forehead to bring those forward. We're just gonna set the work that we've done with a little bit of the CoverGirl, what's this called? Professional Loose Powder. And this is cool because this is like your last line of defense if you want to blend. If you feel like any of your lines are a little bit too harsh and obvious. Alright, and finally we've come to blush. And today I'm using Victoria's Secret, don't judge me. I literally see no beauty gurus using Victoria's Secret makeup and I don't know why. Let me know in the comments what you think. This is the Luminous Mineral Blush Duo in Pleasure. Okay guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram at CassieLovesIvy. Have a good day. Love you. Bye.